5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome everybody to Payback 2017 review. This is gonna be the review. We just got done watching Payback a little while ago, and now me and Mr. Tiny Tim get to talk about it. Introduce yourself, Tiny Tim, before we get into the pay-per-view.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it is your boy Tiny Tim. And we just got watching Payback, or as I like to call it, Pay Bitch, because I wasn't really too happy about this one. I will explain it as we go along. Good to be joining my buddy Alex. Well, LC. Tried to get our man Alex, but he's been offline for a while. But wherever he is, Alex, you know your bros love you. Stay strong,
Right.
buddy.
That's right. So with that being said, let's get into this card. Starting off with the pre-show match between Enzo Amore, Big Cass, and then the Bullet Club.
I only managed to see the probably the last 5 minutes of this one, so I can't really get a grade on this one. But I feel that Enzo and Cass just needs a little bit of a bigger push, because I would love to see them win the Raw Tag Team title somewhere down the line. But don't count the Bullet Club out, because I mean, these guys are about as tough as they get. So unfortunately, like I said, I can't give a score for this match. So Bill's got to see my boys win.
So this match, honestly, it really was. Well, you did see most of the match, Tiny Tim, because it was only around 6 minutes. This match, it was a really short match. There was really nothing too special with this match, unfortunately. It was just mainly Gallows and Anderson dominating. Enzo and Cass had a good start. Then Gallows and Anderson dominated throughout the rest of the match before Enzo got the roll-up for the win. Honestly, it really was nothing special. I did like the ending, so I will boost my score up a little bit, but it was just an ordinary tag team match, really nothing too special. It was pretty quick. So I'm gonna give it around a 2 out of 5. I do like Enzo and Cass winning. That did boost my score up, but unfortunately, though, it really wasn't that great of an opener, though. Even though they will get a little bit better later on. Then we have the Miz TV segment with Finn Balor, which completely threw everything that creative is doing right out the window, because the original view was supposed to be Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt, and now the Miz is gonna face Finn Balor? What? I don't understand where they're going with this. What was the point of this? And Dean Ambrose, the Intercontinental Champion, was not on the card whatsoever. Neither was Sasha Banks, which I was really surprised about. So what are your thoughts on the Miz TV segment, or the Jizz TV segment?
This TV. Actually, it was great to see Finn Balor. I've been a big fan of his ever since NXT, and I thought they were going to go down, but as soon as some guy steps up to the Miz, what does he do? He moves his wife right in front of him. Oh my goodness, what a pussy coward that boy is.
Oh my god, I cannot stand the Jizz. Even though him mocking John Cena was hilarious. Him mocking John Cena was pretty hilarious. This was stupid. Because
I'll give him mocking Cena. I'll give him that.
Because I loved how he goes, this is John Cena, and you have 1 minute to get to the dinner table before you break Rule 103, because you must be at the dinner table at this specific time. 1 minute warning. That I was honestly funny about.
Yeah, no wonder he's an actor.
Oh, yep, he's Jizz TV, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But anyway, though, really nothing special with this. You really can't give it a rating because it was just a Jizz TV segment. Really nothing that special. And now let's move on to the card. First up was the Miz and Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens United States title match. And this completely surprised me, because Chris Jericho is supposed to be touring with Fozzy, but he won the title off of Kevin Owens. Please explain to me how that makes sense. I don't understand how that makes sense.
I really can't give a definite answer for that. It's nice that he's going to go back on tour with Fozzy, but as far as winning the title and all that, I mean, yeah, it was cool. He won the title, uh, but touring with Fozzy, I can't really give an answer for that. Sorry.
It's really weird because the match itself was pretty good. It was a pretty good opener, and then you just have
Yeah, yeah, I'd say it was. It was a pretty good opening match. Probably better than most opening matches I've seen in the last few times. So yeah.
because I will give it like Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens. The ending kind of messed with it, but though 3.5 out of 5. I think this was a very good opener though. I thought it definitely was a good opener for the show.
Yeah, I give it a 2.5 out of 5. I kind of predicted that Jericho would win the title, and I'm sure that Kevin Owens will probably want a rematch tomorrow night. So I give it 2.5.
Wait,
Uh, can you
yeah,
hear?
hold on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what was your score though?
2.5 out of 5.
Okay, that's good. Next up is the Cruiserweight Championship match, and probably my worst probably my worst ending of the night is the Cruiserweight Championship match between Austin Aries and Neville.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you on that one. Very great match all the way through. The cruiserweights never cease to amaze us. They're talented guys. They really know their moves, but the way the match ended, oh my gosh, I wanted to just throw something. I mean, Neville having to disqualify himself so he could keep the cruiserweight title. Um, that just sucks. I gave this match. I had to give this match a 1 out of 5 because of the ending.
Yeah, I will say the ending kind of ruined it because this was kind of decent until that ending really screwed it up. Austin Aries and Neville really. Austin Aries, I wanted to win the title. Technically, he won by disqualification, but still, it's a stupid ending, unfortunately. And yeah, it's just not a good ending at all. It's just really bad. Like, I'm gonna give this. I will give it for the match itself a 2.5. But the ending itself, the ending dropped it down probably to a 1.5 because of that ending. That ending was pretty garbage, and yeah, this is not good at all. Unfortunately,
Right.
that ending killed it. Unfortunately, I really hope Austin Aries does win the title eventually because I like seeing Neville's champion, but I won't really want to see Austin Aries do
Oh
something.
yeah.
Next up, I think is my match of the night. It is the Hardy Boys versus Sheamus and Cesaro for the Raw Tag Team Championship match.
Well, this match kind of went the way I thought it would. It'd be very competitive, and Hardy Boys ended up winning the titles. And then what happened when the match was over? I saw that coming.
I saw it coming too because
Yeah.
I figured they were going to turn heel because right now there are no dominant heel tag teams right now on Raw. You have the Hardy Boys, Sheamus and Cesaro, the Bullet Club, Enzo and Cass, and then Revival until Dash. Unfortunately, Revival you really can't count because Dash Wilder's injured, and they could be a big heel tag team they're building up. But right now, the only really big heel tag team right now is the Bullet Club. But yeah, I saw the Sheamus and Cesaro turning like heel eventually, and I knew they were probably much going to turn heel. But the Hardy Boys though are still kick ass. So
Oh yeah, Hardy Boys. It's almost like they never lost a step.
absolutely, they look amazing, and I love the delete chants. Like, and it was like, "This guy stop, delete, 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 delete." Like just doing the deletes were amazing. Even Broken Heart Matt showed a little bit of his delete side as well in the match. This was my match of the night. I'll give it around 4.
This wasn't my match of the night, but I gave it a 3.5.
Very nice. It's a good rating, though. I definitely think this was a good, very good tag match. Next up is Alexa Bliss versus Bayley for the Raw Women's Championship.
This was another match that I correctly predicted. I knew that somehow Bayley would be humiliated in front of her hometown crowd of San Jose. But I'm sure probably tomorrow night Bayley would want her rematch, but I'm sure we'll probably see Sasha Banks tomorrow night, and I hope we do because I miss seeing Sasha on tonight's show. As I predicted, Alexa Bliss becomes a new Raw Women's Champion. A score, I give it a 2.5.
I give it around the same rating. It was definitely a decent women's match. It wasn't anything too special, though. Alexa Bliss looked really good in this match. Alexa Bliss has been doing incredibly well. She's now I think it's their third championship, women's championship. Raw, like she had 2 SmackDowns and 1 Raw, or is it 3 SmackDowns and 1 Raw? But she got another title reign, and this will be interesting to see where this goes from here, especially how they're trying to turn Sasha Banks heel eventually against Bayley. So wonder what's going to happen coming up, though, because they're going to have to do something with Alexa Bliss and Bayley Extreme Rules. So we'll see what happens, because I'm going to do, at the end of this, I'm probably going to do a little Extreme Rules predictions to see where we're going to go from there, because it could be interesting. Next up is Seth Rollins versus Samoa Joe.
I was actually kind of surprised at the way this match ended. I thought Samoa Joe was going to take him out because of what happened. Seth gets the big victory at WrestleMania over Triple H, and I kind of thought that Samoa Joe would kind of beat him down again to get a little bit of revenge from WrestleMania. I mean, it's nice that Rollins did win, but this really didn't intrigue me much. I give this match a 2 out of 5.
I'm gonna give around 2.5, just because it was surprising. It was really surprising to see what happened. It was surprising to see what happened with this match, and I was really hoping Samoa Joe would win, because Samoa Joe, I think, deserved it a bit more, because he really hasn't had any big signature wins on pay-per-view yet. He won against Sami Zayn, but he really didn't get anything big yet, and he really hasn't done anything big, which is unfortunate, other than being Triple H's guy to take out people. He really hasn't been a big figure, which I wanted to be. I wanted to see him use the muscle buster, but instead he uses like some kind of size Simone drop, which is ridiculous. Overall, 2.5 out of 5. I was thinking a little bit more of Seth Rollins rolling him up again. This is another roll-up finish. So 2.5 out of 5, because this is the second one we had tonight. And I'm just like, really? Another roll-up finish? It's like 2 in a row. You only have one of those in a while, not 2 in the same night.
Yeah.
Next up is the House of Horrors match between Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. And
I was kind of interested in what this match would be. At the beginning, I wasn't really interested. Then I got a little less interested. And then at the very end, I was completely pissed off.
So, yeah, I just want to hear more from you, though. I'm going to give my thoughts in a bit, but...
Well, this House of Horrors match, is just like something you'd see out of a horror movie. Just that little gimmick right there. And then it comes out, it ends in the ring. And it may be just me, but it seemed like the first part of that match had to have been pre-taped.
It was.
Yeah, because that's what it seemed like to me. It wasn't live. It was pre-taped. But then they got back into the ring, and then all of a sudden Randy Orton gives Bray Wyatt the RKO out of nowhere. But all of a sudden Jinder Mahal's two goons come out and they start attacking Randy Orton. He takes care of them. But then comes Jinder Mahal himself with the Universal Championship that he
In the
stole.
Raw WWE World Championship. It's not the Universal title.
Oh, the world. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for that. The World Championship they basically stole from Randy Orton, which gave Bray Wyatt the victory. I did not like this match one damn bit. So I give this match the John Blutarski score 0.0.
Wow. I actually liked. I'm gonna actually be honest. I actually liked the first part. Then it kept getting worse. I will agree, it got worse at the end. The ending kind of sucked. I will agree with that. But I actually liked the setting. I will say this though. I think this is better than Ambrose Asylum.
That Ambrose Asylum cage match from last
From
year,
last year's Extreme Rules, I think it was.
last year's Extreme Rules. That was no, that was no. Last year's Extreme Rules was just extreme bullshit. I mean,
Yeah.
it just didn't really spark me interest, and it was supposed to be like this really twisted match. The only thing twisted was Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn's minds.
Yeah, pretty
'Cause-
much. It's pretty bad. Their booking has been pretty shit, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But
right.
just for the first part alone, I give it a 2. But the rest of it completely dropped it. The rest of it completely dropped the fucking ball. At least Bray won. I'll give points to.
Give him that. Yeah.
I'll give points to the first third of it, and Bray Wyatt winning. Other than that, I do not like the rest of it, unfortunately. So 2 out of 5. That's the only reason I only give points for the first part and Bray Wyatt winning. And now, I request from Pepsi Man to play this song to introduce the main event of the evening.
Dumbass, dumbass,
Oh yeah.
Versus Braun Strowman in the main event of the evening. Oh, this was a fun match.
So we had the match. It's Muscle Boy Bitch Tits versus Apocalypse.
Braun
That's what I call
Strowman
him.
is such a boss.
I mean, this guy is such a monster. There is no depths where he will go. I mean, this was absolutely brutal. I mean, ew. And then the crowd saying, "Thank you, Strowman."
Thank you, Strowman. Thank you, Strowman. Dude, I loved it. I was really hoping they would not give the victory to Roman. I was like, no, fuck you, Roman, fuck you. I don't not want you to win.
Yeah, actually, and and then afterwards, right at the beginning of the Raw talk show. I mean, I thought it was going to continue, and it did, but not as much as I thought it would. I mean, Braun Strowman coming in like a dart. Roman Reigns just moved out of the way, and he just blew the back door of that ambulance right off his hinges. Oh my man! But yeah, this was my match of the night. I give it 4 out of 5.
I'm gonna give you. I will agree with you. This is a 4 out of 5 match. I think the Raw tag match was a little bit better story wise, but I still love this match. I think you know what? I'm gonna do this co-match of the night: Raw tag team ladder match and Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns. They're both great in their other way, and yeah, Braun Strowman is awesome.
Now, I was kind of thinking near the end of the match, I was thinking that we would see an appearance from the Beast. Because I think it was a couple of weeks ago on Raw where Braun Strowman stood face to face with Brock Lesnar. and we kind of thought something would come from that. I mean, your opinion?
For this, Braun Strowman, I do think they are going to go with Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar, but it won't happen in Extreme Rules. From what I've been hearing, it's going to be Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar at Great Balls of Fire. Yes, that is.
Oh my God, great balls! I mean,
it's so stupid. Trust me, the name is so fucking.
Oh my God! I mean, when I heard about that, I read it somewhere on Facebook. They have the name Great Balls of Fire. I'm like, oh my God! I mean, yeah, that's really original. That's about as original as a cold. That's about as original as a cold sore.
Oh my God, it's stupid. I know, but right now, from what I'm thinking is going to happen at Extreme Rules is here are the matches. Here's what I think is going to happen: Bray Wyatt versus Dean Ambrose for the Intercontinental title, Enzo and Cass versus the Hardy Boys in another. I think it's going to be like a TLC ladder match. It's going to be Samoa Joe versus Seth Rollins in a street fight, no holds barred street fight. There's going to be. Oh, there's another match. Oh, yeah. I think it's going to be Alexa Bliss versus Bayley in a no disqualification match, and that is where Sasha turns heel. For right now, those are my main thoughts on what's going to happen. There's going to be another tag match, I think, but I don't know what else is going to happen, and probably there's going to be another Braun versus Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman match, but it's like a false count anywhere match kind of match. I'd like to see that. That's what I would like to see. And Braun Strowman finally going over.
Yeah. Now that sounds like an interesting match. You mentioned Dean Ambrose against Bray Wyatt. But
for the Intercontinental title, because
for the Intercontinental title,
they changed up their minds for.
But since they brought the Jizz and Mrs. Jizz into Raw at the same time that they brought in Dean Ambrose, I got this bad feeling. It just makes me sick to my stomach to even think about it. But I'm afraid that Ambrose will drop the title to the Jizz once again.
Unfortunately, I don't want that to happen either. But
I don't want it to happen, but I'm afraid it will.
If they are going to go with Finn Balor versus the Jizz, from what happened with the promo tonight, you never know what's going on.
I can see that.
We'll have to see what happens with Raw, though, because I'll probably watch Raw in the next way because tomorrow I got my Penguins.
Penguins. How are they doing? Who are they facing right now?
The Capitals, aka the Choke Patrols, the Washington Choke Patrols, aka give me 1 second. They are up 2-0 on the Washington Capitals. They are up on the Capitals. They won their first game 3-2, and they won their second game 6-2 in Washington both games. And now they come to Pittsburgh on the first game's on Pittsburgh on Monday night, and then Wednesday as well. If they could beat out Washington, it'd be amazing if we could sweep them. But we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't say the same thing about the Stars. I don't think they made the playoffs this year.
They did not, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But they were in it last year. Hopefully they'll get back in next year. It's going to be tough, though.
They just haven't really – the Stars really haven't been close since they won the Cup back in 99.
They were in the finals, I think, in 2001 or 2000.
Yeah, but they were like, I think they were like swept in 4 games by the Devils, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was the Devils. But yeah,
that's a different story.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Baseball's going on right now. Basketball's going on. Really, I haven't followed too much. I'm just waiting for the finals for basketball. I'm just following hockey right now because hockey's awesome.
Yeah.
And Penguins in it. So yeah, that's pretty much Raw. This is Payback 2017. Backlash. I am not looking forward to Backlash.
Let me give my final score on this whole event.
I had to get my final score too.
Which I knew this score was going to be very low. I wasn't expecting anything spectacular. There were a few moments here and there Strowman tearing up on Roman Reigns. And
Dumbass.
now who originally did that?
Pepsi Man. Pepsi Man created a theme with Jerome saying dumbass, dumbass, dumb.
Yeah. Pepsi Man, if you're watching out there, I salute you. You
That was
are a
amazing.
genius. That was absolute gold. I tell you, that was absolute gold right there. But anyway, my final score out of a possible score of 1 to 10, unfortunately, I have to give this one 4.
For
I knew it was
me,
going to be. I knew it was going to be below average, so I had to give it a 4.
I'm calculating all my matches. I'm in the middle. 5 out of 10. I'm in the middle for this pay-per-view. 5 out of 10, square dab in the middle. There are some things that hurt the pay-per-view. There are some things that help the pay-per-view. But it's not great, and it's not bad. 5 out of 10 for me.
I can see that.
But Backlash, I'm not looking forward to Backlash. I'm sorry. Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton is your main event. Really, WWE, what are you thinking? WWE, you fucked up. And you have Breezango versus the Usos. Why could it have been American Alpha?
I mean, this is it's quite pathetic that Backlash is becoming what it is becoming. I mean, it's pretty sad. It's all on Kevin and Vince, Tweedledum and Tweedledummer.
That's right.
Yeah.
My thing is, they really are trying to make SmackDown the B show, which kind of sucks. I am looking forward to a couple matches on the card. Only 2 of them. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Dolph Ziggler and AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. That's it.
Those will be 2 awesome matches that I'll be wanting to see as well.
That's it, though. That's all I'm looking forward to for Backlash. Everything else, no. Nope.
No.
Maybe Naomi versus Charlotte. Maybe. But that's a strict maybe. But otherwise, nothing.
Right.
To end this off, though, I am going to do the pose of my favorite wrestler right now. Hold on. I'm going to do this.
Oh, this ought to be interesting.
Oh, I had to get my face into it. Follow the buzzards. I'm sorry. I love the Bray Wyatt.
Nice.
Follow the buzzards, dude. Bray Wyatt deserves so much more. Hopefully he gets another title on his waist. Hopefully Brock Lesnar drops the title soon.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's our Payback 2017 review. What'd you think of Payback? Let us know in the comments below. And that's pretty much going to do it for us. Thank you, Tiny Tim, for joining me. Please say your final goodbyes, and we'll end the show for the night.
Payback was everything I thought it would be. It wasn't good. Backlash doesn't look too good either. But we'll just see what happens. LC, thanks for having me on the show, buddy. Hope to see you again soon. Hope to see all of you again for the next video. So until then, this is Tiny Tim saying, how you doing?
Thank you for joining me, Tiny Tim. Our next video, hopefully for us together, is our NXT TakeOver Chicago preview and our Backlash preview. We're going to do both in one video, and then we will do a NXT TakeOver and a Backlash review, because NXT TakeOver Chicago is the next pay-per-view, and I'm very excited for NXT Chicago. I'm going to do a quick, before this show ends, I'm going to do a quick review of NXT TakeOver Chicago. Right now you have Bobby Roode versus Hideo Itami, Asuka versus Ember Moon, Ruby Riott, and Nikki Cross, and the Offers of Pain versus DIY. What a card it looks like so far. I'm very excited for it.
Proving once again that NXT is much better than the Major League.
It is a good, I will agree to that for the most part. It is better. So, with that being said, see you guys, stay awesome. Have a great night.